Sorry, I don't know, it started buffering. I'm going to continue from this one. So I'm looking for Darlene. Well, Darlene, send me the question and I will get to Darlene, put the purple hearts around it, and I'll do Siba. I hate when that happens. It buffers and then it disconnects. Okay. Siba is looking for a general message. Yes, Bobby. I know you want to go and run away, but you can't. I can't. You're too little yet. Okay. Okay, Siba. Ooh, you got two archangels around you. Archangel Jophiel, the star. Happy times, make a positive outlook. Positive outlook, optimistic long-term plans. You're on the right path. 10 of water. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Release. Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or a situation, a spiritual transformation, and time to move on. No, you don't want this? Well, you do. You see, you do want this. You got two archangels around you. So whatever you need, call out to them. Jophiel and Azrael. Jophiel and Azrael. TD General. Perseverance. Whoa, you got some good stuff happening. So you have perseverance around you. Whatever is going on right now, it doesn't knock you down. It just builds you up. You get more strength, more courage, and you move forward. There's somebody around you here with an offer that you're not seeing. Somebody around you with the Four of Cups that may be around your life right now that you just don't see that they're totally into you and they're going to come forward. Then when it comes to love, you got choices. You got the Seven of Cups here. The next relationship that comes in is balanced. And you have some spontaneity, some adventure, and some carefree times coming in. So generally, things should be moving forward for you. And you push on. You persevere through it. You want to go in this thing here? Why are you fussing? Why are you fussing? Allison, are A and K breaking up in a few weeks? How will I know? I think you'll hear it. You'll hear it. Let's see. Shh, 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 shh. Yes, the end is near. I can't tell you exactly when or how fast it's going to happen, but it's going to happen, and you're going to hear it through the grapevine, and then you'll get a confirmation. Somebody will reach out to you. Shh, 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 shh. Beautiful Aries, how is G feeling after I didn't offer him money to pay a bill? Let's see if I can put her in here. Come here. Let's go in this little thing with the monkeys, because you're a little monkey. You're a little monkey. There you go. Play with your thingies. I know you love this thing. My shirt. Okay, how is G feeling after I didn't offer to pay him a bill? Oh, he's feeling a little bit upside down. You got Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles upside down. He really thought that you were going to pay for it. He was kind of counting on that. Oh, he's feeling a little bit like a crisis. That's okay. I'm glad that you didn't pay for it. Good. Avery, I don't know what you want. All right, I don't know what you want. I think you just want my attention. You've had my attention all day. All right. All right, don't cry. cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. There's no reason to cry. Wait. I don't know what's going to make you happy. You don't want to eat. You don't want to sit in the princess seat that you love. You don't want to go in this other thing here that you love. You just want to scream? You're not going to scream. It's not right. Kira, will Leroy say something to his brother about why Bianca's brother is staying there? And if so, what will the outcome be? All right. Stop. Shh. Enough. It's okay. He's going to say something, and it may be a fight between the two of them. Like, not a knockdown, drag-out fight, but they may have some words. I don't think he wants him to stay there. I think that, he's like, I think that he's been overly generous with allowing people to stay there, and I think that people are starting to take advantage of his good nature. I think eventually, sooner rather than later, the guy gets out of there. I don't think that he stays. Hey. Hey, what's going on here, Mama? Shh. Here, look at this. You'd like to look at this, right? All right, we did that one. Oh, look, we're all finished with this one, so we're going to move on to the other one now. All right. Who's that? It's Avery. You see Avery there? All right. All right, now let me just see here. The first super chat I have on here is... I think Darlene. I'll check on there and make sure I didn't skip anyone. Love reading for me and Kevin for the next 2 weeks. All right, you see it? You've got magic around you. So when the magician shows up, focus on what you want to happen, not what you don't want to happen, because you can make things happen with the magician. You've got judgment here, which means something is going to be divinely guided and puts you at the right place at the right time. And it's going to be because you have the power to manifest it. On top of that, you have the 9 of Cups, which is the wish card. You get what you want. You put your wish out into the universe. You may have been feeling recently betrayed by this situation, but I think that's going to move into the past and things are going to move forward between the two of you. So remember, when you have negative thoughts or you're doubting, it's normal. It's normal. And I just watched a video yesterday from, I think it was Illuminating Joy, where she was saying, because that's one thing I always beat myself up over, and I'm like, no negative thoughts, or fear. Especially when it comes to money, like, oh, I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough for this, or I'm not going to have enough money for that. She says that if you have negative thoughts or you have fear and you really feel that in the pit of your stomach, she said that you can say something like, it's okay that I feel this fear. I'm still going to get what I want. I still get my manifestation. I still get what I want. It's okay for me to feel like this, but I'm still going to get what I want. Are you trying to eat the phone? Because we don't eat objects like this. All right. Oh, all right, I did these already. TD, what's the sign of the person that will come forward? Here, look at this. You got a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer comes forward. All right, let's see. How about if we lay down? You want to lay down? Try this. Try this. Try this. Kira, what can I expect for my birthday, May 9th? Oh, she took it. She hasn't taken a pacifier in weeks. You can expect, well, you're going to have choices as far as what you want to do for your birthday. You also have choices to who you want to spend it with. Like there may be a couple of people that want to do different things for your birthday. You have a good love connection on your birthday. Looks like your life is moving forward around the time of your birthday. You also may get an offer that you can't refuse around your birthday. So I think your birthday this year should be good. Oh, all right. Looks like I made it through. Let me know if I skipped anyone's super chat. I think I got through all of them. And I'm going to go back up to the top. Pinky. Spirit. Spirit cards for Pinky. All right, here. I'm going to turn you around so that you're laying next to me and next to Dylan. And I'm going to give you this. All right, you're good. You're good. You're all right. You're okay. I'm right here. I know. You're a little cranky. That's all right. It's forgivable. I'm a little cranky too sometimes. Yep, I know it. All right, we're going to read the spirit cards. The Four of Fire. Content, peace, and abundance. A happy home life. A successful completion of a project. The King of Air. Brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Strength, Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Nice. Breezy. What are Tootsie's current feelings towards me? He left for out of town again. I miss him already. We had a mini argument the day before, but we made up. Okay. Good girl. Okay, good girl. Good girl. Oh, the feelings are good. So I don't know what your relationship is, but he feels good. He feels like he's got good karma on his side. He feels like he's well balanced. Feels like he made it to the top of the mountain. There could be a new beginning around the two of you. Balance, patience, compassion, victory around this relationship. And also it feels very well grounded. So you had an argument. You made up. It's no big deal. I don't know what the situation is. Is he going to be coming back? Because it looks like he's got very positive feelings and there's good energy around the relationship and it could be very successful. So hopefully he comes back. Okay. Excellent Ritz. When will B1 tell me he and me and be ready for a committed relationship? Okay, when will he tell me and be ready for a committed relationship? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I got it. It's okay. We're not going to cry over barfed up milk. It's okay. It is okay. It was just a little bit. You know what? May is a good month. You may get your wish in the month of May. He may tell you that he's ready, or you may have a conversation and you may understand more about what's going on between the two of you in the month of May. It looks like it's going to be good. Liz, messages from the angels. Okay, messages from the angels for Liz. Yeah. Yeah. I know. We got to check in with the angels. See what the angels got to say. Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and your decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. The Knight of Air. Intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. The Queen of Air. Independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making. Clearing the way for all that no longer serves you, and seeing the humor in the situation. Seeing the humor in the situation is a good one. Miss Ronnie, was taking a break from social media good for me? Yes, I think it's good for everyone. I don't think that social media is healthy. I think it's really unhealthy. I think it's created a lot of people to become very narcissistic, and I hate to use that word because I hate to use any of the like psychological lingo because I just feel like it gets thrown around too much. But everybody's concerned with how many likes they get and who saw it and this, that, and the next thing. And everyone's posting something, trying to make someone believe something else. There's nothing healthy about social media unless you're using it for business purposes. Yeah, I didn't even have to ask the cards. I knew that it's healthy. You know, and there's too much like investigating and this person looking up that person. And it's just... You know, if you use it for what it's good for, business or keeping in contact with people that don't live nearby, then it's good. But unfortunately, it tends to take a very unhealthy, negative direction very quick. Like I'm going to say maybe 10% of it is decent and like 90% of it is like, you know, between like people putting up shit, politics, I don't care. Shut up. No one wants to hear it. Like, enough already. Or they're like airing their dirty laundry. Like, who wants to? I don't care. Like, I mean, it's just. I think the best thing you can do is stay off social media. I really do. I feel the worst. I mean, it's bad for anybody, but I feel worse for high school kids because kids can be just so mean. Coco, love reading for me and Kay. You've got something destined to be here. So, I don't know where you guys are right now in your relationship, but there's going to be divine timing that's going to step in that's going to be very helpful for this situation moving forward. It also looks like one or both of you may be a little bit undecided about how to move things forward, or if you want to move things forward or which direction you're going to take it in. It's going to play out on its own. Nobody's going to make any decisions right now. It's just going to happen. You got patience, peace, compassion coming to this relationship, and you also have some money surrounding it. So I think things are moving forward in the right direction. Beautiful Aries. How will me and G's relationship be after this? I wonder, is the small tower moment. Well, no, that tower moment is around him. So I don't know if it was that he was really counting on you paying that bill or whatever it was, or giving him money for it. That might have caused a little bit of a crisis for him. I think it's going to work out for him. I think he was putting it out there for you to take care of it. but I think that he can manage even without your help. He's got a little anxiety around him, but you know what? You guys have the sun around your relationship, so you move past it. Whatever it is, I mean, he definitely thought that you were going to give him the money or that you were going to pay for it, and he was definitely surprised when you didn't. But I think you made the right decision, and I think that you guys are going to get past it, and I'm not even concerned. Things are going to go back to normal. But it was good that you didn't do it, you know, because sometimes people, they take advantage. And I'm not saying that he would do it on purpose, but you know, if you're constantly giving to somebody, and you know, it does throw the relationship out of balance. You know, everything, you need to have balance. You pay for something, you get something. You wouldn't go into the grocery store and just give them your money, and they don't let you just take the food. And it's the same thing in relationships. If you're always paying for something, it goes out of balance. So I'm glad that you didn't. Polynesian Princess. What does Cash think of me? Is he interested? You don't want that anymore? Nah? All right. I can't say that I don't care. I don't really want you to have that anyway, but... I get a 33% chance that he's interested. It seems like it's growing. Like this may be the beginning. I would play it nice and easy. You know, take it one step at a time. I think that this situation is going to kind of grow organically. I think you got a good shot at it developing into something more. Jada. General message, please. General message, okay? Little Miss Purple Pants. Silly. It's right there. You got it. I know you want your thumb instead. Let go of that piece of hair. I want you to put the hair in your mouth. Whose hair is this? Hair from the wig? It's hair from the purple wig. Okay. So general message for Jada. Regret. Regret moves into the past. Moving forward, you're leaving the past in the past. You're not looking back. Can't change it, so you may as well just move forward. You have a wish that comes in when you let go of the past. Moving forward, there could be a Virgo around you that's going to be very significant, or this could be you taking time to turn in, look in towards yourself, figure out what it is that you want. Laying down the law, setting up shop, not taking any more shit, cutting through bullshit, moving forward. You also have here the Page of Pentacles, which could be a new business opportunity idea, or the idea of starting a new course or learning some kind of a new skill may come up over the next couple of months. And you may be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, but you have a lot of luck around you, so that shouldn't last too long. You should be starting to feel a little bit lucky coming up over the next couple of months. Siba, question for Nana A. Okay, Nana A, write the question and put purple hearts around it and I will answer it. Christy, is James talking to other girls behind Avery's back? Yeah. He got 3 aces, so I'm pretty sure that he's talking to other women. Yeah. Yep. Liz C. What's next for me and A? It may be a little bit up and down. So first it looks like an offering of love comes in, a reconnection, moving things forward. And then it looks like the Magician is in reverse, which would indicate not being able to transform things or getting stuck in an old rut, not being able to find your way, not moving forward, but getting caught in like a loop, like the same cycle, like fighting, breaking up, getting back together, that kind of thing. And then you kind of get past that, and then it feels like divine guidance has stepped in to sort of help the relationship, fix the relationship, and watch over the relationship. But that doesn't last very long, and regret sets in. And then after the regret sets in, then you have a wish that comes true around the situation. And then once things get back on track, there comes another breakup. So it looks like this is going to be up and down for some time. Moving forward, it's going to be a lot of in and out and up and down kind of stuff. Nana A, when will Goosen leave the girl his parents chose and come back? May not happen. Well, there's a chance of a breakup in the summer, but there's a stronger chance it won't happen until December. So it could be that the breakup starts in the summer, like he starts to leave, he tries to leave, he has to go back for whatever reason, and then he finally leaves in December. Could be a little bit of a process or a back and forth kind of thing, but it finally ends in December. Michelle, I would just take the test. You know why? Because if you take the test and it comes back negative and you relax, then everything may go back to normal. You know what I mean? I would just take the test. I mean, I'll ask the cards. I know that we did before. I can't remember what was the answer. I think it was 70% yes, and I told you to be careful. Let's see. And now I'm only getting a 33% chance. I would take the test. You know why? Because otherwise, if you stress out over it, it's going to make matters worse. Kira, will I regret it if I move in with Leroy in June? I only get a 33% chance that you'll regret it. I don't think you'll regret it. No, I'm pretty confident that you won't regret it. Kira, General. You wanted your thumb. She doesn't want the pacifier, she wants her thumb. You know who used to suck their thumb? Me. Don't look at me like that. You got a whole lot of strength coming in around you over the next couple of months. The Emperor is here. So the Emperor could be a father-like figure. It could be a boss, or it could be an Aries, or it could be a very strong personality. You could be spending time with somebody who's got a very strong personality, or it could be you yourself gets promoted to a boss, or you're just the strength that comes in around you makes you a stronger character. You also have a change that comes in around your life that happens overnight or quickly, and it looks like balance comes back into your life. So it looks like you're heading into a good direction. Good things are coming. Strength is coming, which is good. Oh, bless you, baby. Crystal. Bless you, bless you. Why Eric can't go back to his job? Was he fired? I mean, it shows here that he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's moving away from that job, not moving towards it. He's leaving it. And he's got lack of money, lack of a wish, a lack of two wishes around him. However, he moves forward quickly. He's feeling like he's waiting for a ship to come in, but when he moves forward, he's got strength and he moves forward quickly. He can't go back to that job. Either he was fired or the company's going out, but he's not going back. He's not. Not with the Six of Swords. He's moving away from it. But once he gets past it, he's going to move on to greener pastures. He was either fired or the company's closing down or laying people off or something of like that. Crystal, will I get approved of my application for an apartment? Okay, let's see. All right, I have a 70% chance, yes, you will, but you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which would indicate bad luck or poor luck. You may get approved. It may take a while. It may not be something that happens really fast. I'm thinking that this whole virus thing may take a toll on it. It may delay things. It seems like everything's getting delayed and pushed back. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I would think that may be the case for you too. 70% chance though you are going to get approved. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. When your eyes twitch or when something twitches, it usually means, I believe, that it's low magnesium. And you can find magnesium in brown rice. So you can eat, like if you start eating brown rice, that should help. Christy, why James is accusing Avery of things she isn't doing. He's projecting what he's doing on her. That's what's going on. He's projecting. He's got a secret that's going to come out. Moon in reverse. Yeah, and he is persistent. He's persistent in this. Yeah, I think he is pushing on her what he is doing. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust him. I think he's jealous, and I think he acts out of jealousy. And I don't think he's dangerous. Like, I don't think he's going to do anything that's dangerous, but I think that he acts out in jealousy, and then he accuses her of what he's doing because he doesn't, you know, like, he's jealous. I don't know what his problem is because I don't think that she's done anything wrong. ugh. I don't trust him. I feel like he's just a little too jealous. Susie, I've ignored his messages. What's he thinking? He feels argumentative. He does want to fix things, though. He got the Lover's card here, which means he does want to fix things. And he might show up out of the blue. You got the Knight of Swords. So he may show up. What did he say about not showing up yesterday? Or the day before, whenever it was? I'm curious. He comes up as argumentative, but it also shows that he wants to fix this. So he's going to do something to turn this around. Susie, what's the future hold for me and him? All right, there is definite regret around some kind of an addiction. So whatever addiction he has, he's still battling it, or whatever issue this is. Now, the devil is some kind of demon. It doesn't have to be a physical substance. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. It can be anything. Anything that he's addicted to, or he has some sort of a demon it's causing regret around him. Now, with you guys, it looks like there may be money issues around him. So just keep that in mind. He wants happiness. He does want happiness. So it's going to take a lot of work for you guys to get there. First of all, I think he's unstable to begin with. And he is also proven to be unreliable. So it's going to take a lot of work to get this relationship to where you want it to be. But that's your choice. If you choose to do that, then you can have that. You have the Sun card. The Sun card is happiness. But, sometimes, like, if you choose to go down a road like this, at some point it may get too hard, and you just may be like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting so much effort? Why am I struggling so hard with this? And you may be the one that decides to end it. Regardless, it's going to be your choice. Siba, will A and B break up in the near future? You got a 70% chance, yes. They may be half on their way out right now. Ariane, what's coming in for me the next 2 weeks? It looks like you have some money and a job opportunity. Or even if the job is something that you just do on the side, or something that you do every now and again, there's an opportunity to make extra money coming in over the next couple of weeks. Or extra money shows up in the next couple of weeks. Crystal, do my ancestors want me to be with Eric? Ancestors don't make that decision, you do. The ancestors, they don't want anything for you. Like they don't choose your partner. You choose your partner. I would think that your ancestors want you to be happy, and I think that you have to do what makes you happy and what you feel is best. I don't think it's for them to decide. I think if it were for, none of us would end up with the people that we want to be with, because I think our ancestors would pick totally different people for us. But we're on this journey here. They can only guide us and support us, but they can't choose who we're going to be with. What I think that, see, it's your decision. Right here, it's your decision. I think that if you ask anybody in the spirit world about anybody's partner, they would be like, you could do better. You could do better. Of course, because there's always somebody better. But I think that what they want for you would be to support you in your own personal journey without a man. Like, you getting stable in your own self, with your own career, with your own apartment, with your own, so that you could take care of yourself and never have to rely on anyone else. And then the other person, when they show up, whether they come in, if you're not happy with them, then you send them out. Or if you decide that you want to move on, you move on. Like, it's up to you. It's not up to feeling trapped or feeling stuck or feeling like I have to put up with this person. I think that they would be more supportive of you being more secure in your own self first before anything else. What happened, Bubby? It's right here. You didn't lose it. It's right there. There you go. You got it. Oh, you can't suck my thumb. You can suck your own thumb. Brianna, who will my next serious relationship be with and when? It could be 2 months from now. If it doesn't happen within the next 2 months, then it's going to be sometime this fall. And it could be with a Taurus that comes in out of the blue. Actually, this Taurus may be somebody that's around you right now and you just haven't noticed them. If they're not a Taurus, the Hierophant card would be somebody who's like a spiritual teacher, or you could meet them around a spiritual place, yoga studio, meditation center, a church, synagogue, something like that. Crystal, what does the future hold for me and Eric? Well, it looks like you have some fighting and bickering going on, and you may be feeling the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You're going to take some time, pull back, and think about what it is that you want out of this situation. You know what? It's your choice. He's there. He's there. He shows up as being there. It's whether or not you still want to be with him, and that's a choice that you have to make. You can't blame it on your ancestors. You can't blame it on anybody else. It's you. It's what you want. You make the decision. The choice is yours. If you choose to stay, you know what you got. This is what it is. If you're happy, you stay. If you're not happy, you think there's something better out there for you, then you make that decision. But the choice is going to be yours. He's there. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Not at this point right now anyway. Susie, he misunderstood my humor, so he didn't show. I don't understand. How did he misunderstand? He said he was coming, right? Let's see. Yeah, he wants to fix this. You got the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. He wants to fix this. He doesn't want things to be over. But it's going to be quite a road. You know, a lot of ups and downs on this journey here. Crystal, why I have lack of passion with Eric? Why do you feel lack of passion? I think you checked out of that relationship a long time ago. You have the Eight of Cups here, which is walking away. You're feeling undecided right now. You may need to make a decision, but I think you checked out of that relationship a long time ago. Sometimes it just dies. Like, sometimes it's nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just, you know, it is what it is. And it's, you know, it could be time to move on. If you're not feeling the passion, you have to really think about it, because how much time do you want to spend there? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. Like, you know what it is. You know what you have. There's always a risk. There's always a risk involved, but that's how we grow. If you don't step out of your box, if you don't take a risk, then you don't grow. You stay where you are. If you're okay with that, then that's fine. You don't have to. You know, like, I always think back, because a lot of times, like, I get questions about relationships a lot. And if we look back to like the 1950s, where times were just very different, like if you got the girl pregnant, you had to get married, and you stayed married, and you could be unhappy, but you'd stayed married. The guy would be cheating, and he'd be having a girlfriend on the side, and everybody would turn the blind eye to it. But marriages lasted. Was that happiness? I don't think so. I look back sometimes on things that were so picture perfect, like my grandparents. Like, they seemed to be picture perfect. My grandfather was a great provider. My grandmother had everything she wanted. But my grandmother also always talked about her ex-fiance. And you always kind of understood that she really wanted to marry that other guy, and she just married my grandfather. I don't know how he felt about that, but I mean, I could read that. I mean, I could see it. She would have rather married him. And she claims that he went off to the service, and that when he would write her letters, her mom would throw the letters out. She didn't want her to get married. She wanted her to stay home with her. Who knows? But, if we're talking about it X amount of years later, there was some kind of significance in my grandmother's life that this other man had. But yet she was married to my grandfather for over 50 years. And when he died, my grandmother wasn't exactly playing with the full deck, but when he died, which was the most devastating day of my life, she was like worried about who was going to take the garbage out. Like, it was almost like he was her servant. But that's how their relationship functioned. I would rather, have a passionate relationship and take the garbage out myself. You know what I mean? So it's all about what you want and what you're happy with. I mean, there are plenty of people that lived through the 1950s and even part of the 60s, and they stayed together. And I even remember when I was a kid, there were very few families that were divorced. But nowadays, or as time has progressed, we've chosen to be happier over, settling for what we have. Most people choose to take a risk, step outside, see what else is out there, because life is short. And, but like I said, I mean, it's a decision that you're going to have to make. Nobody else can make it for you. You have to make it. And it's scary. It's scary to give up what you have, hoping for something better. And Salisbury Hill. That's what it was. And I remember when I found out that I was pregnant with Avery, that song just really resonated with me. And Peter Gabriel wrote that song because he decided to leave Genesis, which was a band that he started. He was the founder of Genesis. And the song is about taking a risk and leaving something that he had, that he knew was a good thing, to pursue a solo career that could be questionable. So it was all about taking that risk. It's your choice. It may not be easy, but Nicole, what's the energy around Jeff today? He feels unlucky today. The Star card in reverse. Regret and unlucky. He kind of feels a little sorry for himself today. Rosie, if I choose to pursue Jay, what will the outcome be? What happened? You right? You okay? At first, they may be undecided, and then they may even back up and walk away, and things come to a slowdown and a halt. But then they come back with an offer that you can't refuse, and you feel like you have choices. So at the end of the day, if you pursue this person, I think it's going to be your choice. AZ, send the question with blue hearts. I would give it a shot, Rosie. I would. Oh, there you go. You already did. When will Maricel and I reconcile in a committed long-term relationship? Okay, I pulled the Three of Hearts, which would be within 3 months or before the end of the spring, because the hearts are spring. But the King of Clubs fell out. So this would be, the clubs could be, it could be this summer, which is, you know, could be like when the summer is ending, spring is ending and turning into summer. But the King would be, like the end of the year, like the end of the year, very end of the year. So I'm gonna say that it's gonna happen sometime. It won't happen before the end of spring. It's probably going to be sometime after, as summer starts. It may be a few weeks off or a couple of months off. It may take a little bit of time, but it's coming. Malika, overall general read on what's coming in for me. Okay. Life moves forward quickly. You've got the Chariot is the first card, which means things move forward quickly for you. You have the Four of Cups here. There's an offer in front of you that you're not seeing. And you're also going to have a lot of choices. You have a Pisces around you if you're not involved with anyone. You also have a Libra around you. You could have choices between the two because you got the Lover's card here. You also have something destined to be. So you've got the divine working for you. And you have the world at your feet. You're going to have some decisions to make. Right now, all of this stuff looks like it's love. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with work. Balance comes in, and patience, passion, overall feeling calm and peaceful, and you have success. So I think that this has more to do with your love life than anything else coming in. Rosie, what's coming in for me in 2021? You're feeling prepared in 2021. Your intuition is running very, very hot in 2021. Money issues or any money like old bills or stuff that you have to catch up on gets paid in 2021. It looks like you're very perseverant. You got lots of money coming in, and you may even be studying a new skill or working on a new creative project in 2021, feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. Miss Ronnie, general for the rest of April. You may be taking some time in the month of April to turn in, focus on what it is that you want. There may be a significant air sign around you that you may be confiding in, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You might have some decisions to make and you may be a little bit unsure, so you may be turning to this air sign. Whatever happens, you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. You have the Nine of Wands here too, which means you can breathe a sigh of relief. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're going for it. You may be learning a new skill. It may be something that you can turn into a career or something that enhances your career. Generally, the Eight of Pentacles would be learning a new skill that you can use to make money from or make money with at a later date. Crystal, will me and Darlie continue being friends? Yes, you will. Colleen, love general for May. You have a fire sign around you. If you're not with anybody right now, you got a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Feeling financially stable and well balanced around this person. Your love life moves forward quickly with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And you also have a wish around love. No longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Things are moving forward nice and even in the month of May. If you are with somebody right now, your current relationship can strengthen. You'll be working hard on the relationship and it moves forward nice and easy. Susie, should I respond to his message? I'm so annoyed. I'm only getting a 33% chance that you should respond. I'd hold off. Hold off. Wait until tomorrow. Make him wait a little bit. Anna, what's going on in the relationship with my friend Brianda, the Virgo, and her boyfriend Braulio, Pisces? Does he have feelings for her? He's being sneaky. All right, let's see. He has feelings for her. He does. Let me see. It looks like their relationship can be pretty successful, but the devil is here, which means that somebody may be very jealous or somebody's got an addiction problem. Or he could be, if you're feeling like he's being sneaky, this is probably him. He probably has some kind of an issue that he's hiding that has to do with is some sort of an earthly pleasure. So it could be anything from drugs, gambling. It could be that he's a really jealous person. It's earthly pleasures that may feel good in the moment, but are not good for us. But otherwise, their relationship looks like it could be okay. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Susie, what did my dream last night? He was in it. Okay. Well, it means that I don't know what happened in the dream, but right in the center of the spread is death in reverse, which means not moving forward, not transforming, kind of stagnant and still. But there's also celebration around the relationship or the dream, but also regret. So it's like a real mixed bag of nuts, that dream was saying. But I have a hard time with dreams myself because sometimes I feel like they mean something and other times I'm like, well, of course I've been dreaming about him because he's been on my mind. And then if I have a lot of them and they're like backwards and forwards, like one it's good, the next day it's bad, and then I'm paranoid, and then I feel like, oh, this was a healthy dream, or I feel really good about it. Sometimes I feel like I drive myself nuts. So I wouldn't get too crazy over the dream from last night. I think that a lot of it has to do with this guy has been putting you through hell, and you're thinking about it, and it's coming out in the subconscious. And I think that as things start to progress with him, you're going to be able to call the shots, and the ball's going to be a little bit more in your court, and you'll feel a little bit more in control. Oh, I did that one. Okay. All right, I'm going back up to the top. General love for Yasmin. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Pisces coming in. The relationship may be a little bit out of balance when it first begins, but it moves into a more balanced area pretty quickly. You may feel like you're leaving in the past. In the past, you're moving on to greener pastures, leaving argument and bickering and bullshit in the past. Happiness comes in with the 10 of Cups. And this person may show up out of the blue when you least expect it. You got the Page of Swords here. You know, maybe the kind of thing where you're like, well, I haven't been seeing anybody for a while. And then all of a sudden you meet somebody, you know, at the gas station, at the library. Something out of the blue like that happens. Danny, does my ex Daniel want a relationship again? I'm not getting that right now. He may be testing the waters. He may be kind of checking things out, but I'm not getting right now that he's all in just yet. Thumbelina, how is my ex feeling about our situation and future? Well, right now they feel a little bit like a disaster, and the Ace of Cups is in reverse. So I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but moving forward into the future, they're not thinking about the future right now, but this is what's coming up around the two of you. It's going to become much more balanced. You have the opportunity to manifest it. Focus with your thoughts on the positive, not negative, and you can have happiness around this situation. Shelley, when am I going to hear from him? It could be within the next 12 days. Victoria, what are his feelings towards me? Does he want me back in his life? He does want you back in his life. He's a little unsure of the situation. He's not 100% positive that it's going to work out, but he wants to give it a shot. Phantom is the person who's crushing on me from work. Could be. Yep, you got somebody at work. I mean, there could also be somebody else, but yes, there is somebody at work. Jessica, what can I expect from him when he comes back? Is he anxious to speak to me? Yeah, he is a little anxious. There's anxiety around him. He also feels a little bit like he's holding himself back and he's afraid of arguments. When he comes back, he's going to come back slow and steady and he's going to kind of test things out. Two of Cups is in reverse, so he's unsure. He's unsure of what he wants. He's going to try to reconnect, but he's not. It's like he wants to test the waters and see how he feels. He's not going to commit to anything because he's unsure. He's unsure of the connection. And he's unsure of how he's feeling. Mel, you could close them. Yeah, thanks. Crystal, what can I expect this summer? Summer looks like it's got a lot of ups and downs. So first it looks like you enter the summer feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain and things are right where you want them. But then there's a lot of arguing around you. And then there's even a betrayal that happens. And you're feeling like you're holding yourself back. And then there could be a breakup with the Two of Cups in reverse and a mild heartbreak. So you may be a little upset about something. There could be trouble in your relationship, and there may be some issues. There's the Ten of Pentacles, which means you should be getting a large sum of money sometime this summer. And then you're kind of feeling like stuck in the mud, or like you can't move forward, or like you have the odds stacked against you. But that's not true. I think moving into the fall, you have some more opportunities coming in. Yeah, that was some idiot. I always laugh because my friends and I, when we were in high school, we used to make fun of guys that drove loud cars like that, because like they always thought they were so cool. Like, what an asshole. But yeah, that was like I don't know if it was a car or maybe it was a motorcycle. I don't know what it was. Jalissa, does he still love me? Yeah, he still has feelings for you. Yeah, there's definitely feelings here. What's this guy doing? These two are out. Georgie, is he having anxiety because he wants to leave the third party and come towards me? That's part of it. I mean, he's got a lot of anxiety. That's part of it, but there's other stuff too around him that gives him anxiety. All right, moderators, you can send your questions whenever you're ready, and I'll continue while I wait for the moderators. Lucy, here's another one. Lucy, what does he think about when he thinks of me? Peace, tranquility, love, compassion. Chelsea, how much longer is the third party going to be around? It could be until the sometime this summer. Mel, the current energy around the Aries. There's money issues, or he's worried about money. Focus around money. Yeah, arguments. Five of Swords would be arguments. Arguments and concern with money. Oh, Malapali can have SARS's turn. Okay. Malapali, love reading with Gemini for 2020. Okay, so this is also a little bit up and down. So at first it shows that there's a lot of anxiety around this situation, But then moving forward, there may even be some sharp words between the two of you. And then we get past that. Somebody's feeling a little unprepared, but then you guys reconnect. Two of Cups. May even feel like something is destined to happen, or you put the right place at the right time. But then it feels like you kind of get stuck. Death is in reverse and things are not moving forward. Then we get past that and we reconnect, and the choice is yours at the end of the day as to how this plays out. I think it may be a little bit frustrating in moments. Like there may be some really great moments and some really frustrating moments, but that's kind of typical when you're dealing with the Gemini, because they're all over the place. Oh, that's okay. I got it. No problem. When will I have my first child? Okay, let's see. Could be the spring of next year. So the Jack would be the 11th month. The 11th month. Okay, so it could be one of two things. You could either have your first child in the spring of next year, or you could have your first child in the month of November of next year. If it's next year. If it's not next year, it would be like, those would be the time frames. Like maybe you have two children. One is born in the spring and one is born in November. The children thing is really hard to nail down, which is so stupid, because you would think either I have a child or I don't, or you think either there are kids or there's not. Thing is that it gets so difficult is the timing of it. And I tell the story all the time. I met the woman that reads me in 2002. The first time I ever had a reading with her in 2002. It's 18 years later, and Avery was born. And she has told me over the years a million times, be careful, you're going to get pregnant, be careful, you're going to get pregnant. And I was like, I'm not me ever. Because number one, I don't have a lot of boyfriends. I'm with the same person like forever. And I'm always super careful because I got Saturn in the first house, super responsible. So by the time 18 years had gone by, I was thinking, hey, there's very slim chances of me ever having children. And I actually went in and had a reading, and I didn't know I was pregnant yet. And she was like, you have something gynecological going on? And I was like, no. And she was like, are you having bad periods? And I was like, no. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, I have cramps right now. Like, not realizing that the symptoms for everything are always the same. It's like you could be pregnant, you could be in menopause, you could be dying, it could be nothing, but they're all the same symptoms. So now over the 18 years that she had been reading me, she always saw two children around me. And she even said to me once, I remember this. She said, your mother is holding two babies and they're your children. She said, she's not showing me blue and pink. She's showing me, I think she said black and white, or gray and yellow. That's what she said, gray and yellow. And she said, I don't know what that means. It could mean that one is born on a sunny day and one is born on a rainy day. But she says she's showing me blue and yellow. I mean, gray and yellow. So after 18 years, yeah, I'm like, there's probably no chance of me ever having a child. And I'm not married, and I wasn't planning on it, and I wasn't pulling a stunt, and it was, it's just something that happened. Anyway, but the way she's explained it to me over the years is that when children come up in readings, it means that they're there. So the possibility is there. But then moving forward, there are so many different things that can happen. How many you choose to keep? How many times does somebody get pregnant, not realize that they're pregnant, and they lose it? So maybe that happened to me once. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's possible. I mean, is there a chance I have another child? I guess there is a chance. I never thought I'd have this one, so maybe there is a chance I have another one. But it's interesting because she always says, and she's also said, which I believe too, that the soul doesn't die. So should you miscarry, the soul can come back. Or it may come back, if a soul wants to come through, that soul is coming through. So where it seems like this should be one yes and no black and white question, even a question like this cannot be black and white. So I think that there's at least 2 children around you. One could be born in November, one may be born in the spring. But of what year? I mean, if you're with someone right now, it's possible for next year. If not, it could be possible for the year after. The timing of everything is so difficult. And if it didn't happen to me, like if I didn't wait 18 years for it, I would even have less faith in, anything, because, but now I'm always like, if it happened to me, you know what I mean? Like, and I always say that to people because I'm like, I mean, I was listening to it even before I met her. I mean, I used to see this other woman who used to tell me the same thing. She's like, there's an unplanned pregnancy around you. And I'm like, never. It'll never happen to me. Like, it just doesn't that's not something that would happen to me because I'm never careless. Well, I don't know. Somehow it happened. Somehow it happened. Anyway. All right, guys. Oh, 30. When I turned 30, I swear to God, I felt like I was turning 150. I don't know why. I just took 30 really hard. And when you look back on it, and at the time, I had a friend who was 5 years older than me, and she used to say to me, oh, I think that 30 is the perfect age to get married. And at the time, I was 25, and I thought, oh, 30 is old. But now looking back on it, I'm like, 30 is not old. But I also remember being with one of my friends, my friend Mark. He had a friend Angela who was a couple of years older than him. And I remember we were coming home from the mall one day, and he said to me, he's like, Angela's going to be 25 next week. And I was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine turning 25. Because I think I was like 18 or 19 at the time. But when you're 30, you think 30 is old. But when you start to get past that, you're like, you look back, you're like, oh my God, it's really not that old. Yeah. So don't worry. You got plenty of time. Trust me. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll post the times. Probably the same thing again tomorrow, 5, and then again at 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Bye-bye.